Okay, there we go. This set is 9 years old.
It's old. We're old.
It's true.
Unyielding Grumar is less playable now than he was back then, which is saying something because he already wasn't very. I think Unyielding Grumar was like the death knell of the hill giant.
Unyielding Krumar was the point where I mentally
it's where we started writing them off.
Yeah, that is where I buried the hill giant. Prezark, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. Return of Skullstep Steep, indeed. Yeah, like Unyielding Krumar, the card that is shown here, is a 4-mana 3/3 that can gain First Strike. And in this format was like, if that was your 23rd card, I felt kind of bad.
He was very bad. He was just bad. I guess the defense was he was a 3/3 in a land of 2/2s. But no.
No?
You could do better.
Yeah. Especially like even like in or out of color. Like, you know, the fourth point of power on the Yeti Summit Prowler, I believe, would matter more for certain decks. This set, very important for this set is like kind of this weird linchpin of Pioneer and of historic, modern, whatever we're calling it, whatever arena's format we're talking about is.
Yeah, it's going to be important for arena because right there, you see the cards, right? Yes, those are the ones that matter.
It caused the split that is historic / timeless, which if I go into play constructed, I think we should be able to see like a... Oh, is it not even in here? Is it just like a... It might just be a build format. Anyway, it's the like the format that's like you can literally play anything that exists on MTGA, which means it's the format where you go like Swamp, Darkrit, Necropotence.
Yes.
Which I think is kind of cute. Like if that's like to have a format where that's like a real ass maneuver in 2023. But fetch lands are the break point there because they're the card that like they're the defining cards by Pioneer by not being legal in Pioneer.
Yes. It was also an important set in Magic history because before Khans of Tarkir, the old fetches were not legal in Modern. Mm-hmm. You only had
Scalding Tarn.
You only had enemy-colored fetches. So you had like Scalding Tarn, Misty Rainforest. You did not have Polluted Delta or Flooded Strand.
Fun fact, the set's release, they renamed Historic Brawl to Brawl and Brawl to Standard Brawl. Oh. But yeah,
yes. And we were doing this exact shit 10 years ago almost. And here we are doing it again. There he is, Mr. Skull Hunter, a man who I hated at the time for being a piker that came into play tapped.
I loved for discounting a card.
That's why we love him.
Should we make a bet on seeing Alter the Brood? So fun fact about the state of Khans of Tarkir.
Yeah.
We looked this up on Tuesday. Khans of Tarkir's 5 most expensive cards are, as you would imagine, Flooded Strand, Polluted Delta, Wooded Foothills,
Bloodstained Mire.
Bloodstained Mire. Number 6, Altar of the Brood.
Altar of the Brood, motherfucker!
Win the long game.
Commander wants combo pieces, baby.
1 mana. Past that,
if you start going to like the 10th most expensive card is like a basic land.
Yeah, you get basic mountain or like nonsense because like nothing. There's very few things like worth value in there. But I think this is what we're after. Yeah.
Premier.
So, for those not familiar with Khans of Tarkir, there's a set from 2014.
Somewhere around there.
2014.
And it is a wedge set. Yes. We had this was a return of because before we had these back when it was what, like What are the Volvers called? Decavolver, Necrovolver. I like those, but
the unusable names because they were all similar syllables.
yeah. So
And
this was their attempt to make something that was as
yeah,
successful as a lot
Esper,
as like
Jund,
shards.
because like Esper, Jund, Naya, Grixis, and Bant have been like reasonably sticky. Some of them more than others. Jund is one that can't be killed.
Jund can't be killed,
Uh,
and Esper. I think Esper gets paired with other nouns a
yeah,
lot, like Esper
because
Gorios, like that kind of
yeah.
thing.
So you have that, and then this set is where we had the second run of like, we're having these names that define the colors, and these are also like some of these have stuck. Jeskai is one that I think like
Jesku and Mardu have stuck. Sultai gets some. I think when you hear Abzan when it's like official Magic commentary, they really want you to say Abzan. Where I still think a lot of people say Junk.
I still call it Junk. And Teamer never stuck for me, but Jeskai did, and like that sort of thing. So we have these trios. This format has like a number of 3-color plans, but you generally, as your like, you want to be playing 3 colors, but it's more like 2 with a splash on the third.
Yeah, you wanna be like pick a 2-color pairing, preferably one that has wedge like. Like you don't want to draft.
You don't want Rakdos because that only has one. That only has this one legal.
That only has
wedge.
Mardu.
Whereas if
you're doing white black, you could be Mardu or Abzan, or very frequently, just it's like 2 splashing 2 colors.
Yeah, splash.
That's something you can also do.
You can splash Ponyback Brigade. You can splash the Giraffe.
Like if we open an Armament Core in Pack 2, like you can play Armament Core.
We're also going to be seeing. This set is unchanged from like contents of where it was in its release, which means you're going to be seeing like some differences between this and how other more modern sets work. One of the big ones that stands out in my mind is in a modern set you have that like basic land slot that tends to have the fixing land.
Yeah.
This set just has 10 basics that sit at common. So you might just open a pack with like 4 lands, or you might open 0. So like your fixing is like, you don't have that same level of consistency of like there are 24 non-basics. You have like, sometimes there are tons, sometimes there aren't.
And the lands are pretty high picks. So it tends to be a bit of a struggle. Pick lands early and often. You're going to need them.
Yeah, find our colors that have powerful things. Find our Jeskai Wind Scouts. Find our debilitating injury or our
Defiant Strike. Defiant Strike.
No, what's the 2-mana like 1/1 and protection from a color?
Brave the Sands or
Brave the Sands is awful. Brave the Sands is
I know what you're talking. Feet of resistance. Yes, you got to get your feet. We're looking for feet picks.
Gotta get your feets.
It's a refined card design.
Solid deck is take every land and take every morph and hope you get secret plans. Yeah. We also have we have some high power rares, but this is like it's a much lower set than that because we don't have like Fate Reforged high power rares where every rare in Fate Reforged. But we have Dune Blast. We have
Sagu Mauler.
We have Sagu Mauler. I know.
Sagu Mauler is like undefeatable except by Dune Blast.
This is
Ghostfire Blade is
open.
It's a bad open in that it doesn't give you a direction, but it is just a solid card.
Yeah. So the other pick I have in here. By the way, there
Murderous
are
Cut.
We have a number of like different arts. There's a number of like there's different arts for a lot of different reasons.
We have functional errata. Like look at Taigam Scheming. You'll see a strange word on it.
Wow, this card doesn't have 6 lines of text to tell you it doesn't do anything.
Yep, it's
So,
Ghostfire Blade, pretty good. I think Murderous Cut would also be a reasonable first pick.
Yeah, there's also like on Murderous Cut, there's also like Mardu Skull
Mardu,
Hunter.
Mardu Skull Hunter, and like some
Hmm.
other card. Mardu War Shrieker's pretty good with that. We have some lands.
I like
Dealing
I like black in this set, so I kind of want the Murderous Cut. I think the Ghostfire Blade is a more open effect. Oh boy, oh boy.
yeah, we have
Okay,
Warden. We got a Charm.
we got we got ours.
We got ACDC.
Yeah.
Sultai Flare is pretty good.
Sultai Flare is gain 4 life when a creature with 4 greater toughness dies, which is quite real.
Yeah, he's pretty good. There's
War-
also
Warden of the Eye like kicks ass, but it's funky to go in on a 4th.
It's
one.
like it's basically it's like all those cards tied into one, like Anarchist, like uh,
yes, this is
all those guys.
this is everything but the E-Witness. You know, I'm between Sultai Charm, or sorry, Teamer Charm is also like fine. It's like counter spells plus a fight plus a weird alter.
Force Away is also pretty good.
Yeah, I'm thinking between like Flayer and Warden. Flayer. The thing with Flayer is that this puts us in a 2-color combo that is like adjacent.
Abzan Sultai.
Yeah.
We can be either one of
very,
those.
Warden's very powerful, but it's a commitment to. Oh, hello.
Oh, we got Pine Walker.
Okay, Pine Walker kicks ass. So okay, we haven't talked about the rule of morph.
The rule of morph is if it can beat a 2/2 in combat, if it flips, it has to be 5 or more.
5. So if you have a morph that's face down, as long as your opponent does not have 5 available mana, they cannot beat your morph cleanly in combat.
So you have crap like 4/2s or whatever.
Yeah, so you'll have like a 1/4 or a 4/2 or a 2/1 or something like that that'll flip up, but it won't be a 3/3 for less than 5. It is
But a 5/5 for 5 is just kind of a big man on
one,
campus.
Yeah, this is not only is this just fine like face up, it's also incredible face down.
Yeah, he goes pretty good with Elephant the Elephant,
Yeah.
which is the big green morph guy.
Einok
Bondkin is pretty good.
That Einar Bondkin and the Skull Step Steep there were the 2 other cards I was looking at in that pack.
Let's see. You can buy somebody off at the Briber's
this card is much better in the format that has the tutor for it.
Yes, with the skilled weaponsmith.
Archer's Parapet does a reasonably good job at being a very powerful defensive tool that also does,
Yeah, where if you're in Abzan, you care about toughness. It's pretty good.
We have Krumar
Bondkin. He's okay.
Yeah,
He's not very good, but he's fine.
This is not the worst of this. There's a cycle of these 5 common morph cards. The green one kind of wins out. But
he's pretty okay with Pine Walker, but Archer's Parapet is just good.
Archer's Parapet also, like, this sticks as, ooh, okay, hello. So we have
one of the good charms.
So we have Abzan Charm. Abzan Charm is like just is exile a creature or win combat or draw 2, which all 3 are really good modes. The other thing we have here is just Feet. Feet here I talked about as being one of the most powerful commons. So one thing you have to know about this set with like its mechanics is that the
you can put a counter on something and it can suddenly get Death Touch because the Outlast mechanic can give keywords if they have counters on them.
Yeah, so I think this is between Abzan Charm and Feet.
These Sagu Archers
Sagu Archers is.
But I think the Abzan Charm is the harder to get card.
I'm gonna go with it that way. It's like the splash on here.
We're at this point already.
Yeah. So another thing to note about the set in general, naturalize effects are almost useless.
You have some. There's like most of the artifacts are these things.
And most of your. Actually, I'm gonna take.
We could take Awaken the Bear. Sidisi's Pet is not super good. These are trash.
But like as far as powerful artifacts go, it's like Ghostfire Blade and like one other card. And as far as enchantments go, it's Ascendancies or Bust. There's like not.
Look at that Mardu Blaze Bringer.
Ooh.
Ponyback.
Okay, I'm fine.
Ponyback Ribs. We also got the Sagu Archer as Reach.
Yeah, sorry. The Ponyback is a card I have heavy respect for, and like it's something that we can pick up and maybe we end up like for one of the things about these cards as morphs is that we can just play them as 3-mana 2/2s.
Yeah, until you find your red mana. And a good thing, and there are trumpet blasts in this set. What is it? There's like a
There's a
red, white, blue. Is there literally just trumpet
there's
blasts?
literally the card named Trumpet Blast. There's a
And then
card
there's
that
the red, white, like 2 that's like give
That's
your
from-
guys plus.
that's from Fate Reforged.
Ah,
Yeah, you do the one
that's
thing
gonna
we-
happen a lot.
Yeah, one thing we have to worry about with this set a lot is that we played this in a lot of weird configurations. So like you have to remember what cards are. So this is what I was talking about the rule of like a morph. This thing can't kill a 2/2 on its flip up.
Also not very good.
Probably just gonna take. I don't care too much for these banners. I only really want one in the deck. They're not good.
We can. I feel fine picking it over shambling attendance.
This card costs 8 mana.
Yeah. Dragon skill form, I guess. Well, here's your choice for stuff. You have 2 mana 2/2.
Yeah, just generic 2-mana 2/2, no text.
Or I guess we do want morphs because of Pinewalker.
Yeah.
Sidisi's pet isn't very good, but it is a morph.
Actually, I grab this Sage Eye Harrier. They're both. Not
They're
great,
both
but this-
they're both replacement level.
Well, you're going in the. This is going in the side zone just in case this turns into a wild draft.
In case we could like drop green and then suddenly we're in like Mardu splash blue rather than.
Here's that Trumpet Blast. Big of Smoke Teller, and we also have a Teamer banner. Active Treason, that common, but there's not a lot of sack outlets hanging out in this set.
Now you're casting Active Treason to kill your
Yeah,
opponent.
which that's still quite good in this. Wet Mardu or Jeskai Black? It's time.
That's what they had to deal with. Tuscalocedon is not the morph dude.
So the problem with Tuscalocedon is that this is a format with a lot of morphs that even in other codes. Hello.
Hey, High Sentinels of Arasheen.
High Sentinels of Arasheen is up there at the top of the pick.
Like the better flyer we could see would be Wing Rock Maid,
yeah, Wingmate Rock, which I think is mythic. So
mm-hmm.
we also have Chief of the Edge. This is a very powerful card that would even still be competitive in like.
Yeah, pretty good. I think Chief of the Butt is slightly better, but they're both good.
Yeah.
High Sentinel's very good.
This is also
Kentree Bear's Companions is a ton of power and toughness for cheap. Kentree Warden is like a guy, Just Guy Student, who is of course a person we love. But High Sentinels is a reason to be in white.
Yes. This makes us. We're certainly not dropping. Hello.
Hardened Scale. This card's probably not actually very good.
It's funny with like some of the Outlast stuff. Outlast is pay that, tap, put a 1/1 counter on this creature sorcery. It's kind of funny to see this with no reminder text.
Yeah. Disowned Ancestor also maybe it's either that or Sultai Scavenger.
Yeah, Scavenger's also good. I'm thinking I have a lot of respect for Disowned Ancestor. If
I do as well because of he's better Kraken Hatchling.
Yeah. Bluffalo Caverns isn't something. It's something I would be happy to have one or a couple of to get to
If
Max,
that were Skull Step Steep or Blossoming Sands or one of the, I think that's the green white one. Then maybe it'd be more of a thing. But I like picking up Dad here.
Oh, hello.
Armament Core and a feat. We can get our feet pick though.
Yeah. So we got feet. Oh, we also have debilitating injury. You might see
this
and
stab
think,
wound.
You might see this and think, wait, doesn't deadweight cost 1? In the world of morphs.
In the world of morphs, -2/-2 is king.
Yeah, this beats everything.
Armament Core is like the highest impact card here, though.
Yeah, I'm quite happy to have this as a top end piece. It doesn't this lets you push a lot with like your lower curve stuff, which that's what we're missing right now. We now need to start working on the lower curve, but Armament
plus
Core,
it's just a 5-mana 6/6 if you want it.
Yeah, there's a feat.
There's our feat.
I think we finally get the feat here.
We got Dad. Dutiful Return isn't. He fully locks it on though.
Yeah,
he's he's the best guy we could hope for.
This is the killer. This is the nothing.
And he's a morph, which means he's it's fine to include them, but feet is the best trick we could ask for.
Yes,
and this is the best guy we can ask for.
Yeah, that's the pair. I think I want to go with feet because right now I feel like we do have a decent setup of top end. Not too much, but like I like having feet as a trick. I now want to fix this early game though. We are going to have some curve issues looking at this, and we need to fix them. Alabaster
Kieran is fine. Venerable Lamasu is terrible, but I did convince you to pick it once, and that's why I'll remember this card forever.
It has 5 power and flying. It costs about 100 mana. Maybe a little less than 100.
I don't know why they designed it. Alabaster Kieran is fine though.
This is a card
blocks
that
morphs.
Yeah.
What the hell was that noise?
It's time!
Right of the serpent!
Yes! Time for
probably...
kill spells! I think it's the pick here.
Yeah, I think it's the pick. It's like...
This is the actual best card, but not for us, of course. Like,
Misfire Weaver is very good.
I don't care.
Like that or Sagu Archer.
Yeah. So
you pay 6 mana to kill a guy. That's how things worked back in the day.
Yep. Free Weaponsmith, which is... This cycle, by the way, is very strong.
Well, there's a Smite the Monstrous.
Yeah, honestly, I'm thinking about just like Smoke Teller here, like just.
Yeah, we could tell the smoke. That'll be what Pack 3 is for, is replacing these Smoke Tellers.
Yeah, hopefully. We didn't like
Master is very good.
No, we didn't like paying 6 mana for it. We just did it.
No, we did it. But not everything was what Sip of Venom or whatever the kill spell from Cons of. Not Tom, but old Greek set.
1 copy of Dutiful Return.
I think we can get one Pack 3 if you want it, because there's an Archer's Parapet here.
This is a much more interesting too.
And
okay.
Theros, yes, that's what it was called.
Yes. I think
that. What was it? Sip of Hemlock. There we go. That was 6 mana, destroy target creature, and you loved that guy. Okay. How prowessy are we? Because Kintree gets the job done too.
The thing with the prowessy is that we actually do have a decent setup of like Dragon Scale Boon, Awaken the Bear, Feet, Abzan Charm, which are all like combat tricks.
Sure.
And even just like Abzan Banner as a play afterwards. This is probably where I can grab a copy of Sagu Archer and not play it.
It works with our Pine Walker if we want it.
This is a setup card for Delve.
Mm-hmm. It's fine.
It's quite funny. We have this card at instant speed that grabs both in the modern day. Goblin
Here he is. It's Mr. Beautiful.
And then we have a couple of the like prowess threats.
Yeah, none of these cards are very good.
Stubborn Denial was like
reasonable, yeah. Oh, yeah, another Archer's Parapet.
I think that's enough.
Yeah, 2 is probably enough, but
yeah. So we are looking for like cards that really like the 1/1 counters. The Einok Bond Kin is the 2 we want. Sultai Flare Returns.
We got Dead Drop.
So this is the rest of this cycle. By the way, this is what I was talking about like the fixing, where it's like sometimes you just don't see that sort of thing. Abomination of Gadul.
Abomination of Gadul is okay. Freak Weapon Master kicks ass. Sultai Flare is just pretty reasonably big. We have 1 delve. You can support 2 delved cards basically. Yeah, we have Murderous Cut and Dead Drop.
Yeah, if your deck is not like committed to the bit, you can do that. And Dead Drop is a lot. I think I kind of care more about getting some of these bodies going.
Sultai Flare is just pretty big.
Especially like getting multiple of these starts getting stupid. Perhaps one thing I think our deck wants is a copy of that vampire that's like a 3. Here it is.
Keru Bloodsucker.
Yeah, it's a 3 mana 2/2. It's sitting next to the other card I want, which is Seeker of the Damn Way.
Look to the left of Krumar. Okay, it's Mardu Hateblade. I was wondering who that was. Yeah, I thought he might have been one of the trainers that outlasts counters.
New art on Mardu Hateblade. Tough. We actually have a lot of picks here. So
also Savage Punch.
Yeah, which is also like quite good. Fight.
This is a card that retroactively alters the effect of the card.
I love it. God, Seeker of the Way or Bloodsucker.
I don't think you can go wrong. Seeker's probably the more powerful in the abstract, but
Yeah.
I don't know how many ways we have
Oh
to actually
well.
proc it.
Here's a
Here's Air of the
Here's Air of the
Wilds.
Wilds, which we talked about
And a
replacing the
Jungle
smoke.
Hollow.
Oh God.
We have no fixing at
That
this
I
moment.
think I'd rather have the fixing than like because this is what we're doing here is upgrading Smoke Teller. The thing is, this
Yeah.
is a upgrade. This is
It's a huge upgrade
huge
to Smoke
upgrade.
Teller. Because not only is his ability good, he's also just a 2/2 with Death Touch.
Yeah,
Whereas we are pretty solidly 3
we
colors.
do need we need to.
Like we're lighter on black, but we have a black 1-drop.
Yeah,
A bunch of black
we need to
activated
pay for
ability.
it.
Oh,
Hello,
incremental growth.
rental
Also,
growth.
Horde Chef.
There's Horde Chef.
What does that flyer do?
This flyer has morph.
Okay, that's what it's one of the
Reveal
the alternate
light.
morph cost guys.
Yep. There's a cycle of these that reveal a card of their color from hand.
Timber Charger and
Yeah.
like
Horde
Chef is fine. That flyer would actually be reasonable.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of interested in the flyer because that's something we don't have, and like we
You
don't
have
a lot
Pine
of it.
Walker. Way to trigger Pine Walker without paying mana.
Incremental growth, by the way, is very a big blowout, but like
Ooh, Savage Punch.
I actually am worried about having
Enough
like,
creatures in
the
play.
targets for it right now.
Yeah, the sad part about incremental growth is when you target your opponent's creature for the +1/+1.
Oh, there we go.
Debilitating injury.
Quite happy to
Okay.
see that as a pickup. Looks like we're out of
Cranial Arc. That's not the art I know of. Cranial Archive.
again a number of like shifts.
Now they got rid of like the skull. It was a skull.
It was. It had like a weird lightning.
It had like brass and yeah, it had like a big energy cell in its brain. Okay, we can pick up a Mardu Hateblade.
That actually is a card I want.
Yep, replaces a Smoke Teller.
There's a lot of like I said, there's a lot of art in this set that's changed for like 5 different reasons. There's like a couple that are creature types, a couple that are like we're printing art from Magic Online, a couple that are like we want to replace this because we don't want to work with this artist anymore. A lot of different things like that. I don't hate having Alpine Grizzly.
Alpine Grizzly is a 3-mana 2/2, or his secret power is he has 2 more toughness. Krumar could like replace one of our shitters.
Yeah.
The other replacement level morph guys.
Yeah. My worry on this deck is just is I'm worried a bit about our fixing, and I'm worried about like creature quality. But I feel like creature quality is not something that like that's like oh, here we go.
We've improved some of our creature quality. We'll just have to believe in the holy ratio. It's fine.
Basically,
we have land. That's more than we've had before.
sideboard.
I won't mention the success rate of our previous attempts. Merely that we've made them.
we have definitely made these attempts. All right. So cut everything out. Let's get the real shit in. High Sentinels. Murderous Cut. This is like big things. I'm grabbing.
Yeah, we're putting in the stuff that's the bangers.
Okay.
We should probably play Abzan Banner, even if we don't want to.
Okay.
We can play it like over our 17th land, because we're on Maga. Actually, the fewer lands we play, the more likely the shuffler will be to give us our Jungle Hollow. Now you're thinking.
Watcher, Disowned Ancestor.
We need a 23rd. There's Rite of the Serpent. Sometimes you just want to kill a guy.
Yeah, I'm looking at that, or like one of our flyers to kind of catch that.
Kieran blocks 2/2s. Sage Eye Harrier
blocks everything.
Blocks everything and triggers Pine Walker.
Sagu Archer is like funny.
Also blocks everything.
Yeah.
Doesn't like Psycho Archer might be better than Sage Eye Harrier.
Yeah, just well, if it's an anti-flyer card, this having the second point of power matters more.
Yeah.
Psycho Archer's main thing is that it catches people off guard for winning a combat against another morph.
Yeah, because it's a 2/5. It's really big, and he does. They both proc our Sultai flares when they die.
Let's go
They're
with
not
that.
great,
All right.
but oh, one benefit of Sage Eye Harrier is that it's a white card for our guy.
Revealing.
Watcher of the Roost.
All
What's
right.
our white card count?
1, 2, 3,
If you
4,
click on the bars, it'll
5,
tell
6,
us.
7. Oh, sure. 7. Green
You
is
were
our
right.
big color here.
Okay, so we might get stuck with a Grey Ogre play for a few turns until we can flippy him.
Do I need to do this? Worrying. You only have 5 white sources if I do that.
Yeah, Jungle Hollow gives us another black and green.
Yeah.
I believe. I believe in the robot.
Alright.
Let's rock.
Our biggest worry in my mind is going to be our mana base. Everything past that is less worrying.
We have removal spells.
Yeah, we have kill spells. We have bombs, we have kill spells, we got creatures, we got, you know. What more could you really ask for?
A castable Disowned Ancestor, but this hand casts all but one of its spells.
Fine with that.
And black is our medium land, and we have a medium number of it.
Alright. Okay.
Our opponent is on the do nothing plan, whereas we are going to cast a 3 mana 4/2, and then they are going to play a morph.
Alright, well, let's, they did not play a morph on their 3.
They'll do it now. Or they'll play Unyielding Krumar.
Chief of the Edge.
Chief. Yeah, they drew that. That's sad for them.
Yeah.
Well, we can attack.
Yep.
Now, do we morph down Sagu, or do we morph down Watcher? The Archer can eat Chief of the Edge, but we have an
Yeah.
0/5, so I don't think it matters. Cast with Morph. Morph is one of the weirdest mechanics in Magic the Gathering.
I see.
I see. Well, up we go.
There's no way they challenge the morph.
We just take the trade, or do we want a 5/3? 5/3 tangles pretty well.
Yeah, I kind of want to push here.
They have nothing. It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
You're right. I agree. Our opponent missed their 4th land drop, and we immediately ran them down.
To me, that smelled like being off color.
Yeah, so that's either off red or off green, based on the
Rope.
lamp oil.
Bombs.
Manifest is in Fate Reforged. Manifest is not a mechanic in Cons. Again,
Manifest is less weird than Morph, because Manifest is just another way of putting a Morph creature in play. It's not that weird.
Yeah, it has the weird, like, you can flip up a manifested creature for its top right mana, for its actual mana cost.
His is fine. We have more green sources. When we can, the reason this hand's fine is because if we stall, we can just level Disowned Ancestor and over again. And Jeskai Student and Disowned Ancestor block extremely well. So this is a good stall hand. And any land gets a Sagu Archer, so...
Yeah, Sagu Archer is going to be the offensive piece here.
You don't like saying that. And plus our opponent's going to mulligan to 4. Calling it right now. Or they're going to mulligan to 5 and wish they mulligan to 4. Get him, Dad.
There's the... Okay. So we're gonna play Jeskai Student, and we're gonna... Yeah.
Gotta show dominance.
Yeah. Could have been a raid trigger. Uh-huh.
What do they have?
You got it, boss.
Is it too, like...
the most transparent... Well, the thing about the most transparent trigger in the world is that this dies to it.
Yeah, that's true. Who do we target with feet? We could target Dad. Or Jeskai Student probably benefits from having the counter more.
Yeah.
What do they have?
Oh my god, they could have anything.
Now, look at their beautiful mana, by the way.
Yeah.
They believed in the holy ratio.
Pro red, please. Okay. This actually here is play Abzan Banner pre-combat.
Yeah, if we can attack.
Because then we can attacking.
Tuskar Campton gives Death Touch, right?
Trample, the assassin.
Trample.
And
The
black.
assassin, yeah.
This thing is annoying because, like, just because it grows easily. This one gains
Long Shot Squad.
Ooh.
You get his armament core and bash in.
Yeah, just put it all on Jeskai Student. 6 toughness is enough to get in.
Yeah, I mean, going all in is what Jeskai Students for. I choose this many.
Keep pushing. Outlast is a very, like, strong in its design mechanic.
Yes.
Because of the tension that it has. Like, they're able to pump up to be able to beat these bodies here, but...
We can play Sultai Flayer, and then our attacks gain us life if they go wrong. And we can we can grow Dad.
We could just Flare pass, though. Like, so, like, the worst case cards are, like, Boon or...
Yeah, Dragon Scales, whatever. Anything that gives counters.
Yeah, it's probably Dragon Scale Boon. If they have that, they can...
Yeah, but that just trades card for card. Maybe we just send in with Armament Core then? Is that still... we can trade it with both.
Yeah, I think both, too. Oh, fuck. I did not have you on my mind. Okay.
We probably... Do we want to get rid of Longshot Squad or Tuskguard Captain?
Probably Tuskguard Captain.
Okay. Well, we're going to gain some life here.
Yeah, the problem is, I guess getting rid of Tuskguard Captain doesn't matter when Surak gives... Yeah, my read was not the Mythic. Damn, I was so sure on Dragon Scale Boon there. Sure.
Well, we got... I mean, are we going to have... The other thing is, Reach doesn't really do anything against our deck.
Yeah. Alright, we get a couple morphs.
The fun thing is, if we level up Dad again, a 6/6 doesn't matter.
I think I slammed both these down.
Yeah, let's get him down. We have life to work with.
Yeah, that's the thing. We have 22. Our opponent can't attack with a 4/4 because of the 1/5. This probably is a 6/7 at worst case.
Yeah, it's either a 6/6 trample hexproof or a 6/7.
Best case.
Worst case.
Okay.
That it's not attacking is good news for us.
Okay.
Let's bash. We untap Pine Walker.
That hits in for 7, puts them to 3.
And we can double block somebody.
Yeah, all of a sudden Surak can no longer attack there.
We're on board stalling, which sadly they win in the long game.
Yeah, they have
As a long shot squad.
Yeah, Outlast.
But we are a... Oh, God.
That's a lot of bodies. Okay, we need to start getting the Disowned Ancestor up and running. I want it to be, like, we need to keep it kind of, like, pace with this. We can crack for a card.
We do that, we can't do... Yeah, we still can. It's not tapping our Jungle Hollow. Okay. It has to tap one of each, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. And I don't really care about... Actually... I suppose I, like, wait and keep this up so that I can, flip it up.
Yeah, we just have a 2/5 to help tangle. Okay.
Again, it's hard for them to get in combat when we can make, like, effective trades.
Sultai Flay are going to be gaining life.
Indeed.
We have removal on our deck. We get a snake if we can get Snake Pit, which is not in our deck.
All right. Probably keep the...
It's a quote-unquote trick. Just untaps it.
The unknown is worth more as an unknown. Okay.
There's Murderous Cut.
I'd like to... This is...
Ooh, there we go.
Yeah, now
a lethal
we're
threat. Yeah.
Now we are speaking.
We have a 2/6. We have a Murderous Cut up. We have... This is the Abzan way. Now, do they have like a cancel?
Counter unless I pay 5, deal 5 damage. That's not enough to stop the parapet from resolving. They have something. They didn't use the long shot squad. I think they have the dumb helmet.
The dumb helmet? What?
Sorry, red, blue, X.
Yeah. Darth helmet. They have Darth helmet.
I think they have, I want to say they have Darth helmet.
That is a rare. Heru Spell Snatcher.
Okay.
They get an Archer's Parapet.
They can't activate it. They get to counter our spell, our Archer's Parapet.
Okay, that's a shame. Well,
I think I want one more activation on Disowned Ancestor to get it above Surak.
how many cards in Yard do we have?
4.
Okay, so we can still... So if we activate Dad, we can still Murderous Cut.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay. It's important that they did that. Like.
Yeah.
Okay. And like I knew they had something based on the fact that they didn't use Longshot Squad again. Like that's the tension of Outlast. Okay, that's fine. Another morph. And the Archer's Parapet.
Okay. Can we kill their long shot squad, or?
I'm thinking about it.
The counterspell they could have is Stub, and that works either way. So I think there's no reason to.
Right.
Or Disdainful Stroke, which also for all their permission that they could possibly have is hard permission. So there's jam into it if we.
I'm gonna wait on it because like I kind of want to kill it with like time on our side, like a time leak.
Okay.
Okay. Got 3 to 17, and we can't get So the card we can draw is the blood.
Yeah.
Vampire. Sure, that's
that can't be countered. Yeah, Kara Bloodsucker. We also just have another. Do we have another Archer's Parapet? We picked 3 of them.
Yeah, we have another Archer's Parapet in the deck.
And we have Abzan Charm to draw 2.
Yes.
If they just keep charging their long shot squad, that's fine. Unless we kill it for 1 mana.
Yeah. I'm not going to worry about second Spell Stealer. I don't think they have it, seeing as they didn't leave it up here. And our secret is still worth more as a secret right now. Sure.
Ardu Hateblade.
You know what?
A hateful little man.
This card does work.
Oh, I hate that blade.
One of the other tricks we have is in case they go for like an all-out, trying to kill us with the trample from Surek.
Yeah, we could just kill Surak and then
they don't have trample from Surek.
and then we just put like a hate blade in front of their 9/9.
Yes. That's something I assumed they were going to do. It was quickly.
Yeah, thinning.
I thought maybe they would draw or upkeep that, but all right.
Might not have had to stop.
So
They're probably terrified of our card in hand.
Sure.
8/2/2.
It is a body, If we draw the vampire, we don't have the mana for 2 sacks immediately. I would have to murderous cut my own creature.
I mean, if it wins the game.
Yeah, we do it. Yeah, we can just like look.
They're playing it.
Okay.
They're gonna put a land afterwards.
Uh-oh. The long con. Here we go. Mill 1. Thanks.
Thanks.
So, the long game is now theirs.
I mean, or they're milling us into exactly what we need.
Or they've made a mistake.
It's one of the two. But call an ambulance. Not for me. Or for me? I don't know.
Yeah, we'll figure that one out.
It's just bad for somebody. Whatever it is, watch out.
I'm keeping the face down card as a treat. That's good for them. That's very bad for us. I don't care about debilitating injury. That didn't change anything here. Okay.
Oh, we want to gain 1,000,000 life.
Again, this turns the problem into.
Yeah, it means this means that we only die to Altar of the Brood.
Yeah, we die to Altar of the Brood. All right, outlasting, looting because they drew a land and they no longer need to worry about decking because they'll beat us in the long term.
Oh, they found a card they liked.
That, or they don't want to tap a blocker because of 3 life.
They have reach and a flying, but I think we don't have a lot of white cards to.
Where's reach?
Long shot squad.
Currently tapped. I'm just gonna cast this.
Yeah, I think we cast it rather than morph it because we don't have any white cards. Dusk Imp.
Yeah, I'd forgotten about the reach over here. I was like, I know Archer's Parapet doesn't have it. So this is a strong threat, because like they only currently have like untapped 1. Yeah. With land. They currently have 10 land in play plus 1 in grave, which means the deck is very live. We currently have 9 lands plus 1 in grave, which means our deck is about as live. Okay, I think I'm killing Surek here, and then hit-blading it out.
Yeah, we kill Surek now.
Yeah, so target Surek. And I'm just gonna... We don't have any reason not to be delving here.
Like they don't have like stroke or something. This just dies.
I want to do it here because like we haven't blocked yet.
Mm-hmm. And if we have to just Omega block, we'll gain a bunch of life.
Yes.
Very windy.
Bounce 2.
They're bouncing Surak and Disowned Ancestor.
Okay.
Okay. We still get to kill Longshot with Hate Blade. No, Surak has Flash.
But they only have 4 mana.
But they only have 4 mana. Okay.
They cannot flash that in. They get to save Surak, which means that they will regain their ability to Alpha. But
yeah, they won't have a 12/12.
Yeah, they won't have a 12/12.
And we beat everything else. Well, quote unquote.
If their other card is Trample Bear, we take.
Oh, they have Surak.
Oh my
Holy
god!
Shit.
Oh my god! They have Surak.
Rattleclaw Mystic.
Okay.
So they might be able to cheese us out.
So we're taking 11. Oh my god.
No one.
Punch.
Oh no, Punch. Punch
would have killed Surak. That was a strong maneuver. The thing about Sultai Flare is that Sultai Flare gains the life on a creature's death.
If it's at toughness 4 or greater.
Yeah, but if we die.
Yeah, we'll die with the trigger on the stack. Yeah. Luckily, we have a ton of toughness.
And they only have 5. They only have Surak plus 4 other attackers. And the other attackers aren't huge yet.
A lot of them just get stonewalled. Well, they can hold the land.
Okay. This card also doesn't trample. One thing about Surak there.
Yeah, they have 17 power, but we have 25 toughness.
Yeah. All right. Damn. The You're not playing this card. That's a mistake. That card should not be in any deck. The basic land is better than this.
Mm-hmm. Unless they have, no, they got an Urza Saga on the list.
Okay.
Yep. Post combat their Bloodfire Mentor, as you do.
12 cards in deck. Discard a land. No point in holding this anymore.
Smoke.
If we got them.
Okay, did we just add?
I don't think so.
Mm.
I'm still worried about an all-out here.
Yeah, then Dad can block Carrier Spell Shaper with ease.
Yeah.
And a surprising amount of their creatures have no power, so it's fine.
Altar of the Brood could win them this game. We have a couple draws that are cards that win us the game in a much heavier way.
If we draw Abzan Charm, we can just kill their Monastery Flock and kill them with Watcher
start attacking with flyers. We have a number of good draws here. Boon would have been okay, but not great.
Yeah.
Wind Scout is not great because of Sagu Archer. What the card I want is the card we win on the spot is the Vampire.
Hero Bloodsucker, I think High Watchers of Arashin.
High Watchers of Arashin. That's why I'm playing out the lands, by the way.
Yeah, it's because we can just put a bunch of counters on Watcher of the Roost.
Yeah, we have 9 cards in deck. They have 11 cards in deck, as we mentioned. They're not going to have the problem. The other problem we have is...
Oh, that lets them kill our flyer.
Okay, well,
the Bloodsucker's
there's
gone.
the Bloodsucker, so that's one of our win cons. That lets them kill the flyer, but Sagu Archer, still exists. They shouldn't be
Oh, man, they don't know. Secret Reach. We can also draw... Well, that means we put our faith in Archer's Parapet.
Valley Dasher.
Are they...
There's Abzan Charm.
Are they going to be pushing?
They've realized that they need to attack with something else. They're just killing the flyer.
Okay.
I'm just gonna... They don't have cards, man.
Yeah, they don't have any cards in hand. It doesn't matter.
High Sentinels, is there? Oh, God. Okay, our deck is 6 cards. Archer's Parapet is no longer enough.
Yeah, because they can just mill us out. So we need High Watchers
out.
over Rushing.
Yeah, and High Watchers might not be enough either. Worrying. I think we are going to lose to the board stall. More realistically, we're going to be losing to
Surak Dragon.
to Surak beating us in combat that one turn, but in our hearts. Okay. All right.
Okay, if hope lives, it lives now. Thing is, High Sentinels has to attack 3 times.
What's that?
Because they have so many blockers.
That's not a problem. Or that's not the problem, per se. So, okay, they can only play 1 card a turn. Our deck has 4 cards, so they're going to play mill, so it's going to be mill, draw, mill, draw. We get 2 combats with High Sentinels. So, what we want this turn is, I think, Pine Walker turning sideways to start. Just to start removing bodies.
Yeah, and we can, when they eat Pine Walker, we'll gain life.
I don't think they'll eat it. They'll just, block it with an Archer's Parapet.
Yeah. Up. In with the Pine Walker.
Yeah, there's no other attacks that, are good enough there.
Maybe there will be next turn.
I think this just eats a body, and then we move on with life.
And we do have to eat down bodies, because we're in a position where any one of our creatures is lethal.
Yes, that's why I want to take these maneuvers.
But they have more creatures than we do. So I would love this block. This block would be so good.
This removes their offensive capabilities while gaining us a ton of life.
Yeah.
I think I'm just going to put 2 counters on the...
Yeah, we just make Pine Walker a 7/7, trim down. That means that
the big thing here is that this gains us a ton of life.
Yeah, we get 8 life.
And that means we're no longer under threat of death. Sure.
That's good for us.
Yeah. Okay.
Choose order triggers. They're doing. They got the Lens of Clarity. They know the top card of their deck.
Oh, that's why they.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
combo,
why they did it. Yeah, so the combo.
So we have 6 attack. Actually, we have 7 lethal attackers. All 7 attackers are lethal.
Yes. So we can and we have enough life where we can shove next turn and just shove everything in.
Because they're forced to chump block everything.
They're forced to block everything. Surak can kill something.
Sure.
And everything else can't. So
what they need
can jam into a Soulbite Flare.
What they need is multiple mills. So,
okay, play land.
Because our deck
turn
is
sideways.
Yeah. No, we don't play land. We have 3 activations.
Okay. Well, turn sideways. Everybody in.
All right.
So there's one instance where Smoke Teller would be better than Archer's Parapet, except if we had drawn Archer's Parapet, they would have died a million years ago.
Yes. So this is every single attacker needs to be blocked.
And we die if they draw Bear's Companion.
Yes, 2 permanents are enough to kill us. Because our deck is Archer's Parapet and something else. Oh, please.
Yeah, don't disrespect Dad!
Disrespecting the dad!
Get him, Dad!
Disrespect your dad.
Okay, make sure Auto Tapper doesn't screw us, because it just tapped 2 white.
Disrespect your dad!
Yeah, Dad! Get him, Dad!
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad.
I can't believe
They disrespected Dad so much. They could have drawn Bear's Companion and killed us.
The choice I made 5 turns ago to not put the counter on this won the game there because they would have respected the dad.
They would have respected Dad. Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes you don't respect Dad, and he comes in and he gets
to
buffed by High Sentinels of Arasheen. Altar of the Brood, the Stall Breaker.
I have respect for this card, and I just always think of it as a funny joke because in the lot of cons drafts I did, it showed up as like pack 3, pick 1 like 15 times.
I mean, I don't respect the card, but
I have respect of the card for that reason. I like. Here's the thing. I don't think this is like. I think this is unplayably bad.
Oh yeah, Lens of Clarity is terrible.
But this play was so good.
Yeah, the Rattleclaw Mystic into recast Surak.
Yeah. You know what they needed to do?
They needed to bounce Bear's Companion.
They needed to sit on Archer's Parapet. Also, yeah, if they should have bounced Bear's Companion instead of our Dad. Anyway.
But wait, how would Archer's Parapet have? Oh no, yeah, it's for the yeah.
Hold it
for the altar, for the Brood.
For the altar. Hold it for the altar of the Brood. Hold it for the mill. Okay. Oh right, I forgot that was even game 2.
Yeah, that was just a marathon. The games can be stally.
Yeah.
In this set.
Yeah, but Altar is a card that to me is just very funny.
Granted, there's also the Jeskai deck that like kills you on like turn 5.
Yeah, things like Seeker of the Way are real dangerous.
I hate you, Minskin Boo. Got a 2 and a 3.
I think I'm fine.
We're on the play, which is a blessing and a curse.
We can't be, like...
We can't be cowards.
Yeah. Skull Step Steep arrives. There it is.
It's here. Go tell some smoke.
We can't activate this. Alright. Okay.
Hi, Dad. Time to play a 3-mana 2/2. Or do you want to play Smoke Teller?
I'm more likely to want to trade Smoke Teller. That's the trick here. They're most likely to play as a morph. Well, no, they played this one for a reason. Do they have some sort of trick or...
Oh yeah, we're beautiful.
Well, if they have a trick, we beat it.
Oh yeah, we have a trick if they have a trick. They might just want to like pay the 2 mana to regenerate.
I'm fine with that, though we can play Sultai Flare. This card, by the way?
He's fine.
Ken is respectable.
Yeah.
Ken is not a card I am, like, happy. Like, you know, it's like, oh, wow, this 1/1/1/1 regenerate. But Ken plays a role. Ken doesn't...
There's a long history of worse Drudge Skeletons, and he's one of them. But the 1-mana Drudge Skeleton with 2 regenerates is like one of the better versions of bad Drudge Skeleton.
Yeah.
And this one even has...
Oh, utter end. All right, we're just knocking
I'm happy about that.
Yeah. And attacking.
Primo removal like that, sorcery speed on our guy.
We're just gonna roll.
Scarab Bloodsucker's sorcery speed, right?
No.
Ah, thank God.
Yeah, the card's expensive. It's 3 for the activation, but it is, like, you know, doable. let's attack King and see what happens.
Yeah. Just ship everybody in, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have Abzan Charm for the trick. I kind of want to use Abzan Charm to draw cards.
Yeah, like the counters would obviously be like cool if we forced them to.
Yeah, because we could just throw Smoke Teller at Abzan Battle Priest.
We're throwing away Ken.
I love it.
Okay, I think then I'm just playing Sagu Archer.
Yeah, just he's Sagu Archer is meat. Yeah, Ken's a skeleton with meat on. Yeah, he's meat on ribs.
All right. So this is lifelink for its counters, which makes it very powerful.
Yeah, very swingy.
Yeah. Okay. The other reason I was fine throwing this down is that we're not in Dune Blast territory.
Yeah.
They're on 6, not 7. Looks like the green is okay. They're doing that. They might have a like untap trick or a counter trick or something.
I don't remember what the untapped trip is called in this set. Oh, they've got a 3/3 flyer. We have a 2/5.
I think we're just pushing.
Yeah. Well, we could just attack with Karu. Throw Smoke Teller at Dad. Other options are attack with everybody, use Abzan Charm to win any blocks.
Yeah. I like.
We also just have 5 mana cut if it comes to it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna push all.
Jam. If they block Smoke Teller on Sultai Scavenger, we could just eat the Smoke Teller.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, we can charm on Smoke Teller, eat their Sultai Scavenger.
Yep. So counters here, and that's good. So they can lifelink for 4 back at us, but like that attack is
I can play Mario Blade.
yeah. Their best play is, land Dune Blast, but
Wow, Great Talk continuing their gift sub.
thank you for the sub, Great Talk. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Great Talk sounds like a big dinosaur that you would see on Naya.
Mm.
What were those guys called? There's something that's like a talk. I think we're taking 4.
Yep, no locks. So they go to 10, but we have a hefty attack left over.
Right of the Serpent.
We get the dragon.
Hey! They get a snake.
We just get the push again.
Yeah, we just get to jam again. They block on Dad. We can dab them. Or just take the block and then have Hate Bleed back to block.
Yeah.
Ceratox. That's one. So Burned Head also with the
you.
sub.
Thank you for the sub, Burned Head. I think about let's push this. So we sack Sagu Archers for 2 damage. Isn't enough. Okay. I think I'm just gonna Murderous Cut the Battle Priest then. I don't think I want to let them untap and have the ability to possibly have
Seems reasonable to me.
what's its name?
Feet. They got feet picks. We can just pay the full amount. We don't have any more delve, but also we have nothing else for doing this turn.
Make it look like we have other things to do. Okay, that was me attempting to make it look like we have other things to do.
But the full control They're giving us the GGs.
Yep. Yeah, so the idea there is that I respect feet more than I respect Dune Blast.
Oh yeah, yeah. Feet is a refined design. It's a card to it's a thing to respect. It really supports the whole format. Really forms a steady place to stand on.
Uh-huh.
I think I think I'm really into feet.
It keeps the format upright, you know, on its
Yeah.
own two legs. You heard it here first, folks.
You heard it here first. We like feet.
Really,
At least I do.
extremely into feet.
Yeah.
Resistance. The card is like no joke. It is the card that glues together like 4 archetypes.
Yes, it's very good in Abzan. It's very good in Jeskai. It's just if you're in a white deck, you're probably feeling feet resistance.
This ain't it.
This is leveling up Dad until we draw a 3rd land.
This.
It's not good, but this is, I think, better than it looks. Because we have the Savage Punch that can work with Dad. If you want to ship it, do it.
Yeah, I'm just like, these are powerful cards, but God, we're off.
Yeah, we're off a color. Like this is what the deck does. Okay, now we put back a Smoke Teller and we're golden.
Everybody, we can stop blowing smoke and. All right. We have basically everything. We have a 2, 3, 4. Smoke Teller, by the way, actual power of Smoke Teller, as you might have noticed, is that beating a... That's not castable at this exact moment, but any non-plains land will do it. The power of Smoke Teller is not the look at target face-down creature, which, like, whatever, sometimes that does get used. The actual power...
2 mana 2/2.
Yeah, 2 mana 2/2. Saga Archer is the one I want to trade with most.
Yeah, the math you do in cons is you play your worst morph first. That's generally how you do.
Unless you're pushing, like... If it's a morph...
Unless you have one of the really good green morphs that you can untap then like, yeah. But really, you play your worst morph first.
We outlast him.
Okay. Good news is we have no tap lands in the deck anymore.
Yeah, every land is a super live draw.
Even planes.
Yes. Sure about
We'll
that?
take 2. Raid.
Yeah, right. Good card here, by the way. Awkward. Yeah.
Yep. What is Kara Bloodsuckers? How many counters does it get?
1. Sure.
Nope, we're gonna get bashed. It might attack for 6.
Okay.
Cowards.
Cowards. Alright, cowards. I think I just slammed down High Sentinels.
We slam down High Sentinels. They'll kill it. We'll gain 4. We won't gain life, but we'll drain them. And if they don't, then we just win the game.
I think right here with like the setup we have, where they actually did miss a land drop too. Like we get the Sentinels down for.
Targeted their long shot.
They're thinking about tapping it for, because
obviously tap it and then bear punch. So they got Slayer.
One thing to note is that with the long shot squad, they do have
they have Dad. Dad has reach.
Yes. Probably like play Hateblade, pass it back, leave up Abzan Charm.
Seems reasonable.
Like a little awkward, but like we need to like.
If we kill Dad with Abzan Charm, they don't gain the life because it doesn't die.
Yeah, Abzan
exiled.
Abzan Charm needs 3 power, so like Dad needs a counter.
Yeah.
We could just get rid of the long.
Wait, no, is it 3 or more or 3 or less?
3 or greater.
Okay, then we could just like kill the long shot squad or the Sultai Flare. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Long shot squad
Da-
gets
or
rid of
the reach.
the reach, so
Which High Sentinels can attack through Disowned Ancestor. It'll just take a minute.
yes. They'll get there. The other thing I like about holding Abzan Charm is in case of like fight spell.
Yeah, we can win the fight.
Oh, yeah, okay, that one I
That one we ain't winning.
ain't
We'll drain for 2 though. Actually, should we just eat it?
We don't get to cast Abzan Charm, but we get a better board presence.
It'll let them attack with Bellowing Saddlebrute, but it'll poke them for 2 and advance our board. It'll unlock their attack, but
Yeah.
the fact that it gains its life is okay, but it lets them get in with Long Shot Squad as well. Like they're 3/4. They're like 3. Because right now, Hate Blade is holding things back.
Do this. I think the power matters because it gets us towards Savage Punch.
Okay, there we go.
Alright.
3/4 is pretty good on the board.
Yeah, we just start getting flayers down.
And then like we eventually can up if we can flip Sagu Archer actually be pretty good here.
Okay.
Just because it can block literally anything ever made.
And a board. Okay, that's the land I want.
I just
Flayer 2. So,
preparing to gain 1,000,000 life.
yep. So they also have
Good news
the
is,
Flayer.
yeah, good news is if that's Sagu Mauler, we have the Hate Blade.
Yes.
We have like the one answer to Sagu Mauler in the world.
Yep. Ooh, okay.
Morph math. Okay. Options are play Dad, hold up Abzan Charm.
Keep up.
Hold up Morph.
Yeah, keep up Morph and Hate Blade. Keep up.
Dad lets us keep up everything except Morph up.
Kind of do want to get that flipped at some time, but Dad actually does need to get into play.
No 4 blocks everything but the opposing Dad.
Yeah.
And the opposing Dad can run into Mardu Hate Blade.
It's also a 4 toughness creature, which means the Bloodsucker slowly.
Yeah. It does threaten with the Bloodsucker.
The thing I want to do, by the way, with the Bloodsucker is get it to 4 power so our Savage Punch is active.
Yes, that would be reasonable. In that sense, it might not be a bad idea just to eat Dad.
I'm going to use that as like a chump blocker if things go, you know.
Because if we eat Dad, we gain 10 life and suck them for 2.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Are you sure about this? Ooh,
Suddenly
hold
our
on.
attacks aren't looking not so bad.
All right, hold on.
Because we can Abzan Charm and Savage Punch next turn.
So we Abzan Charm, remove the Flayer. I think they're dead. I think this is they drop shields too much.
Okay, do we Abzan Charm? If we draw a land, it's so much better to... We have to draw a forest. So I think we probably have to just Abzan Charm now.
Yeah, so...
Charm the Flare. See if they have Stub or Disdainful Stroke. Stroke doesn't work.
Yep. Okay.
They have nothing.
So then we eat Dad.
Yeah, we eat Dad. Bear Punch.
Bear Punch, I think, on Sultai Flayer?
We could play Plains and Bear Punch and leave Mardu Hate Blade up, but I don't know. I think it actually matters.
Oh, we should do that just so they can attack cleanly.
Yeah. So Bear Punch. Punch down Saddle Brute.
Yeah, Savage Punch.
Target creature you control. So we target. It has to be
I'm thinking-
Karu Bloodsucker.
No, it doesn't have to. It can be Sultai Flare. Against +2/+2, you can control a 4-power creature.
Okay, then it's probably worth it putting it on Sultai Flare.
And then we just get to all out, because if they double
we all
block
out.
on Bloodsucker to kill it, they die. They drop shields too much.
They could have like, if they had Force Away, they would have used it.
Yeah, they would have. They would have. So they don't die like immediately here because we only hit them. We hit them to 1.
Actually, Sultai Flare dying sucks them for 2.
Yeah.
So that's 4, 5, 6,
Yeah.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
They,
Yeah, this is lethal. They have to block the non-damaged Sultai Flare.
Or the Bloodsucker just jump. So again, I've talked about the tension in Outlast, and this is the cool. I think it's cool that this was a tension in the choice. They didn't need to make this a 5. It already beat us in combat for everything, right? Like,
Yeah, and we're at 41, and we're never losing now.
now we
You know what? This is funny. This is the most work I've ever seen Karu Bloodsucker ever do. We drafted cons at least 100 times. This card never did shit.
Yeah, right? Like, this is... So, you might look at this and think, oh, yeah, Green-Black has this sub-theme of 4 toughness. That's like 2 cards in this set. Like, we have them both.
Yeah. But I've never seen Karu Bloodsucker do this much.
Like,
my thinking, my rating of the card has been low because it's like it's like a worse version of the sack cards. Like, of course,
Right.
the high standard is the Blood Baron, the vampire.
Sorry,
from,
you're right. There is
Eldrazi.
the like make a creature with X toughness. It doesn't have directly the 4 toughness set up.
Yeah.
But in the next set we get Butt Fight.
Yeah, next time we get Butt Fight.
That's good old Butt Fight.
Yeah, Karu Bloodsucker getting work done.
Yeah. The trick with Karu Bloodsucker is that even at the end of the day, it's still like morph stat.
Morph stat with like text. Now this is a off black hand that looks just fine.
Yeah, this has time. This has tricks. This has
and it has black.
Color. All right.
We can get our Archer's Parapet down and just...
Yeah, they put Cons of Tarkir on
heals.
MTGA this week.
Nobody knows why, but they did. Probably because it owns.
It's part of their, like, we want to get parity between, like, Pioneer. But, like, funnily enough, that doesn't... Like, this set has very minimal effect. Like, they want to get parity on, like, hey, we want to have, like, these different...
Yeah, we're getting fetch lands on the format.
Yeah. Oh boy.
We have attack, play Archer's Parapet, activate Archer's Parapet. This looks beautiful to me.
Yeah. So one thing to note, just look at how no action 4 turns. This would get you killed on so many limited formats. And
this gets you killed in this format. Yeah, like they're playing Jeskai. They should have played.
They're the deck that could kill in the.
What if their opening turn was Mountain Monastery Swift Spear attack? Like, that would strike fear into our hearts.
Swift Spear followed up by Seeker.
Okay, we get to attack and then morph down Pine Walker when they don't block.
I'm thinking heavily about face up Pine Walker.
Sure.
Just
play a gorilla. They don't have Disdainful Stroke up.
Well, yeah, my thought process is a 5/5 is actually difficult for them to kill unless it's Smite the Monstrous, like, base.
Oh, there's Arrow Storm.
Yeah, I suppose they can attack an Arrow Storm with their full turn. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, there's Taylor. Or Burn Away.
Burn Away. Okay.
That's some primo removal.
Well, that gets the job done. Yeah. How you doing, Bloodsucker?
We could just punch down one of their creatures. Or just hold up, even if they Okay, it is very possible for them to beat a 2-5.
Yeah. Good cards in hand.
It all starts with like Defiant Strike.
Yes.
This could be like play Karu Bloodsucker.
I want to get this down.
And we could Savage Punch T-Swift, but it seems like we want to reserve that for the flyer.
I want the flyer. We only need one more point of power, and like Dragon Scale Boon plus Punch can get us that. If we need to kill something huge, we can do that.
Yeah, Monastery Swift Spear was banned in Pauper, because printing that at Common was... They got 2 of them.
Alright, so we mentioned the ability for the Jeskai deck to kill you very quickly.
Winter Flame. Winter Flame is called Fire and Ice at
Fire
Home.
and Ice at home. Yeah, this is... Alright. It's cons. Hell yeah. They put cons on MTGA. No changes. It's just cons.
Okay. Options are Flip Up Guy, Chess Guy, and then Punch Wind Scout.
I'm thinking about just... has reach. I'm thinking about just passing here.
Yeah, we can just pass. They'll have 3 cards. It's conceivable they could chain together to kill a 2-5. And basically, it's Defiant Strike. Or, what's 3 mana tap target creature, draw a card? Okay, they have nothing. They could have, like, Force Away.
They might have... Yeah. Anyway, they hopefully we get to burn a bunch of, like, real... Yeah, okay, alright.
Chess Guy Student pass.
Really wish we had another swamp.
Yeah, but we don't.
Thinking about attacking because of Dragon Scale Boon.
That untaps, right?
Yeah.
You can go for it. Get him, Chess Guy Student.
Like, 2 Archer's Parapets very cleanly stop the Swift Spears. Those are not coming in.
Maybe not.
A flying crane technique.
Okay, if that's all they have, we're okay. If they have literally anything else, we might be dead. But they only have red, and I don't think there's a... No, there's shock. If they have shock, we could be owned.
I think we're okay.
Okay.
So flying crane technique kicks ass. If we didn't have the boon there,
Okay. And now we wait. We probably attack with Sagu Archer. We gotta win pretty quick. In for 8. We can suck them for 2. They're dead next turn.
Yep. They have to have arrows off the top. Exactly.
Yeah, Arrow Storm would get us.
Yeah, arrows gets us. That ain't arrows.
Glacial Stalker, one of the medium good vanilla morphs, just because Teamer wants you to have a 4 power guy. It says 5 mana flip up a 4/5 is pretty good.
Yeah, that body is also like quite respectable against a lot of things. 4/4s are a common body to see.
Bears.
Yeah, bears.
Bear tokens.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm very happy for cons to be on.
Banned
Banned
cards.
cards.
Yeah,
That's right. For those who aren't familiar with Discover, it's Cascade.
it's Cascade.
Um, this card is banned because it immediately caused some very stupid combo decks that would win on the spot when you resolved this card.
Yeah, if
Uh,
on turn
when,
it forced in Pioneer, it forced you to keep removal open on turn 3, or
3,
you could just die
yeah,
because
and
your opponent would make a treasure
and like
token on turn 2,
right,
untap, play this thing, and then win.
you know, the combo's fragile. The combo needs you to have drawn this card, but the combo is a 1 card instant victory. So
It's a 1-card combo. Dice the combo that loses to shock,
yeah,
but
yeah. But like the problem was like, do you really want your format to have to revolve around a 1 card combo like lurking in the shadows? Like,
which Quintorius still lives for now.
yeah, Quint lives, but Quint like
It's not a turn 3
not
deck.
a turn 3 deck. Death Dealer 09? Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Born in the year
Or, you know,
1909.
yeah.
Well, this is lands and spells. Maybe not the best spells, and maybe not the best amount of lands, but it's lands and
It's
spells.
lands and spells, and I like the lands.
You even got a redraw.
Yeah. The banners I'm not a huge fan of because they're like so much to cycle 1.
Yeah, they're expensive, but hey, 1 makes 2.
Right, you do what you have to. Alright. Happy to have like a creature on curve.
You play Forest there
Ooh.
theoretically because it reveals less about our deck than Plains does, but we're going to reveal our deck in entirety right now.
Yeah, like opponent's got the fixing. I haven't seen this board in a while. This is Return to Rev.
War Spark. Hero spotted.
All right. Okay. Goblins lied. Goblins lied.
They're
Goblins
gonna target
lied.
our guy
Goblins
with Defiant
lied.
Strike. I would love if they could target our guy with Defiant Strike.
Shock and then make a goblin, you know, sort of thing is the real shit. So, Jeskai is all about prowess triggers, and goblins slide here. You have to build kind of wackily to make this work in draft, but it is possible. You basically become
Some of our best deck,
Yes.
some of our best deck, because really I think it only really happened once.
It was the one time.
Goblin Slide.
It was basically the one time. Hi.
Ah, hell yeah. Do you wanna play High Sentinel and like punch their guy and attack? The Jeskai deck is very requiring of having guys in play. They have a spell.
Defiant Strike isn't enough to win the fight.
Yeah, Defiant doesn't win the fight. They don't get the Goblin if they have it. I can't think of a 1-mana blue spell from this set.
The Stubborn Denial, but it wouldn't have come up there.
And they couldn't stub High Sentinel.
Yeah, because
right.
it's not a creature, it wouldn't have happened. I think they have a copy of Defiant Strike, and we're cutting them off of being able to use it in a good manner.
You want a creature in play for Jeskai. That's how you beat Jeskai, is you just kill all of their creatures because so many of their cards aren't creatures,
Yes.
they flood.
Especially, like, the thing is that seeing Goblin Slide, to me, says that they're probably going to burn away, or even
There's
Arrow, Storm.
There's ACDC. Force Away.
Force Away is much worse.
They still got their Mana War.
That's true. Alright, land is nice. 1 more land puts us on, you know...
See, now Defiant Strike is
Trade.
a trade and makes a Goblin. So, see if they can deal with High Sentinel. The fact that they forced it away.
It's the reason I'm pushing here is to get the damage, even though they get the, like, effective free trade that we know about. This was a 100% at this point, but like I still want to push out.
I don't know. Hey, we can. Oh, this lets us cast Murderous Cut. Okay, that makes me feel better about it.
I am happy here because basically any draw is real. Untapped land gives us double activation on High Sentinel, and double activation is, you know, obviously real.
We have only untapped lands in the deck.
Yes. Which is why I'm fine tempting fate with that statement. What are we doing?
They're going to tap our...
Yeah, I was going to say, what are we doing here in upkeep?
Tapping our guy.
Shocking something?
Ah, there they are. Now we can activate it. Okay, we can let this trigger resolve.
Or we could let it resolve.
Draw it off the
top
off the banner.
It.
Sure.
The alternate is just put a counter on
Smoke Teller and attack.
Smoke Teller and attack for 3. Which is fine too.
So make another goblin. If we put a counter on it, we can't Murderous Cut. I don't. Can we?
We can. Yeah.
Okay. Because if we can beat a triple block, that's what I'm looking to do here.
Good timing on their choice there.
Yeah, they let it go through the draw step.
Yeah, they need it in draw, and you know.
Very funny thing that's happening here is we're seeing the Goblin Slide deck come together because of cards better than Goblin Slide.
That's kind of what makes it, like, you know, the cards we are seeing are quite real.
Okay.
So we need to attack. And, like, if they have something like that, the like, pick up a instant or, you know, pick up a non,
Okay, so now we let do we let them triple block and then kill the goblin?
Oh no, we can counterspell the.
Oh yeah, we do that so that they don't draw the card.
Yeah, we counterspell this. I don't want the card. I know that we could like get the board presence, but I care more about running an opponent like this out of cards that it can.
Well, the thing is we're trading a card for a goblin, which I'm fine with.
Yeah. Thank you, Starfish. Thanks for the raid. Okay. Because one of the things that makes this deck like beatable is the fact that like if we run them out of cards, they no longer. Okay, just morphs.
It morphs. Well, we get Sentinel attack.
Indeed.
I smell a free weapon master.
I do as well. Yeah, I can.
So we're not winning in combat. Whereas I hope for them that they have Sage Eye Harrier under there. Otherwise, they're dead.
They're dead. Yes. I could have put that counter on High Sentinels. We're just not blocking.
Yeah, we just not block it.
Because again, you know this that's high that's a free weapon master. A free weapon master gives +3/+0 to another creature on flip up. Is also a 4-power first striker.
We get to see right here.
Yeah, so they would have traded. It's likely both of these are that card.
Armament Core. That's great because it blocks so we don't die when they force away our High Sentinels. We put a counter on Armament Core and we put a counter on...
Yes.
No, putting a counter on another... Okay. I forgot how High Sentinel works.
This is lethal.
Yeah. High Sentinels gets +1/+1 for each other creature you control with a counter on it.
Yeah.
I thought it was this gets +1/+1 for each counter on it, but then I looked at our board and realized that's not the case.
No. So,
Goblin Slide. They had a good Goblin Slide.
This was. I want to
Yeah, I want to see their
It
morph.
is, of course. This was
Because
this
it
was
was a free
we
weapon
knew.
master.
Yeah, this was like it's the only reason that attack made sense is because no matter what block we would have chose, they would have gotten us. Yeah, no. This is if you're gonna play a deck like this, like these are the cards you want. You force away, like, because one of the things that makes this deck like not function is when you run out of your cards. Defiant Strike draws, Force Away draws, Jeskai Charm does everything. It even lets you win with your goblins late.
One of the mini trumpet blasts of the format.
Defiant Strike looks a hell of a lot better when you have goblins. Like the trick with Defiant Strike is that the card is hella good.
Yeah,
It doesn't need to
Defiant
look.
Strike is one of the best white commons in this set. If you're playing any of the prowess creatures, like if you're a Jeskai student, Jeskai Wind Scout deck, Defiant Strike is just +2/+1 draw a card on if you have one creature, and it can scale up.
Yeah.
Are we gonna go undefeated?
Yeah. So Defiant Strike in other contexts is, obviously like
It's been around in other sets, and it's usually not as good.
But one of the things that makes it what it is here is that this is a world where like the aggressive colors all have these prowess creatures, and all of a sudden turning a 2/2 or even like pumping multiple creatures with it. There are modern decks. There are pioneer decks. There are many decks that play Monastery Swiftspear will show you exactly how that works. Where like if you let the Swiftspear deck have 2 prowess creatures, you die. So it's what makes it
like cool. Shadowmoor had Viridescent Wisps, which was like basically unplayable.
And like,
and it was it made things green. Oh, this is fine.
Yeah,
this is a holy ratio.
Yeah, this is. We're doing smoke telling.
Yeah, we'll tell some smoke unless they play a guy we want to block.
Oh. The power of double Sultai Flare is just like...
Okay, gaining 30 life.
You do just enjoy being at, like, that huge of a life total. Okay,
We can play Smoke Teller because it's a trade.
I'm thinking about Smoke Teller again here, because, like, a banner doesn't open up any plays.
Whereas next turn we can banner into Parapet if we don't feel like playing Sultai Flare.
Yeah.
Does make sense to play Parapet before playing Flare.
Is that searching for a land?
Just cycling.
Okay,
now playing the banner makes sense.
This makes the banner play look much better.
The Parapet. And in we go.
Okay, so as we've seen with the Morph, once they hit their 5th land, they are in the colors where this is most dangerous. They don't have the 5th land.
Options are...
2/3/3s?
Yeah, we can make 2/3/3s punch in. If we're running scared of the Morph, we can kill it and then Parapet, but I think we push.
I really like 2/3/3s here. If only there was some way we could tell what Morph this was. If only.
If only there was a way. But we aren't playing the lens. And I don't think anybody's ever activated a Smoke Teller.
It's true. Alright. 5th land makes this actually dangerous.
Spend any mana, it's fine. Hey, we went undefeated. Okay, we got to see what it is. I think it was
Sagu Archer.
Sagu Archer. That's what I was going to bet.
Okay.
Man, those are very early concession. Actually, their hand must just be garbage.
Sorry, I'm going to take Abomination of Gadul.
Ooh, Abomination of Gadul would be pretty good. Off color would explain why. Okay, then I'm going to go with the Sultai guy. The Timur guy.
Okay, you the 5/5?
Yeah, the 5/5.
All right, let's see if we talked us out of it.
Okay. If it's Sagu Archer, then we lose.
So Exalted Angel, as mentioned, is illegal in this set because it breaks the rule of 5.
It breaks the rule of 5. Okay, let's see what it is.
Oh, it was off color.
They were off color, and it was a bad card. Whereas we were bashing their brains in.
AC/DC.
Well, the card does make me feel like crying. Well, we went undefeated.
We did. We went undefeated. We got to... This deck was again like had a lot of power in it. Obviously, High Sentinels has like a lot of concentrated power, and I think
We had a lot of good uncommon cards though.
But yeah,
like the.
Hey, Malcolm.
Oh, we had an Alpine Grizzly in our deck. We forgot. Yeah, Malcolm.
Yeah. So like we had like we also had like really strong sets of removal, like Murderer's Cut, Abzan Charm, Injury, even Feet, and then like a couple
Punch.
Punch does a lot of work. But again, I guess biggest shoutouts.
Harrow Bloodsucker actually doing anything? Who would have imagined?
Yeah. Especially like this is a deck where it does a lot of work with parapets that are sackable, the flayers, the archer.
I think Flayers gained us about 60 life over all the matches.
Respect for the Smoke Teller for being a 2/2 with no text, which does let you play like in Onslaught where Morph was created. Glory Seeker was white 1 for a 2/2, and it let you jump the curve by a turn. in the
world of Grey Ogres, Grizzly Bear is king.
Indeed. And this deck did need. We got lucky.
We relied on the Holy Ratio. It's
true.
Fine. We had a Jungle Hollow and an Abzan banner. What more could you possibly ask for?
Like a Skull Step Steep, like 1.
That's greed, sir. You are unthankful for what you have.
This is the world we have here. But yeah, I adore this format. If it isn't clear,
this is one of the all timers. This is a great. You should play this right now and experience Magic from a decade ago.
Yeah, it is a like again. We've talked a lot about the differences it has with modern like draft sensibilities. It doesn't have like there aren't the like set of uncommon multicolor signpost cards. There aren't.
Yeah.
No,
not really. It's a multicolor set, so it doesn't have those.
Right, right. It doesn't have 10 of those. It hasn't been in like the 3-color and in the like Chief of the Edge or stuff like that, but not like in modern sets.
And I think in modern sets, Smoke Teller would be a 3/2. I think it would be an Elvish War. It'd be like one in a green for a 3/2 with that ability, and then maybe you cost just blue.
Or like,
but no, it's a 2/2.
Yeah, it's also a very different world because like you think about modern sets and like sensibilities of like cards and how much they end up doing. We're playing vanilla creatures like all over in this deck. Alpine Grizzly has no text. This has no active text we can use.
Wow. Alpine Grizzly secretly has text.
Yes, its text is +2 power, which
it's your ferocious works, like our Bear Punch or Feed the Clan.
Yeah, like, I was going to say, the Savage Punch needs a 4-power thing for that to
But
work.
There's also just vanilla creatures that don't have...
But even like, a lot of these that are, like, even the powerful ones are only one thing. Sultai Flare just does the one thing.
Yeah. Word count on the set is... Sargo Archers is not a good card, but it's not a complicated card at all. It's a complicated card insofar as Morph is a messed up keyword. Everything else is just pretty plain.
So yeah, but yeah, I have a lot of fun with this, and I am quite glad that it's untouched. As mentioned, the only change we see here is a number of art changes, which are like
for whatever reasons they have them.
Yeah, like Rakshasa art got changed up with creature type change. I think some of the Nagas as well. And then like you can see Hateblade here, which is neither of those. But yeah, like
the only change I would have accepted would be if they did the land thing, where like they took the common lands and put those in the basic slot. Like that would make sense, but it's not cons. So,
but yeah, such a wild thing. I want to do. I am highly likely to do some more of this. Maybe get a pair in on the weekend or something like that. I don't know. We'll see what ends up working. I'm available to fit. There's a lot of room to fit this in. There's also a lot of other Magic formats. Vintage Cube is in season.
Holiday Cube is back, everyone. So let's look at the changes they made this time. Hopefully it's fun.
Yeah. So just a lot of bits, and Also, like with this format, this is to me the funnest of the formats that exist with cons. This format without Fate Reforged is so like good.
You can just make the format worse if you want, but that's one thing that hasn't existed since the death of the fall of the small set. That you didn't have to experience having your favorite draft format made worse and no longer available because
Mm.
charge up your lightning bolt and hold on to your counter spell because we're introducing another set format nobody will play.
I
because
actually think this one will overtake historic massively. I think this will just replace it.
yeah, I think so. I would hope so, but also historic. I don't know is a format that anybody cares about.
Sure, I think it becomes like because it's true wild, the Hearthstone wild, though like everything is legal. I think it becomes a more interesting. Also, it's a format that doesn't have a banned list; it has a restricted list.
That's fun.
Which like it's a format that's like, again, Swamp Darkrit Necropotence Go is legal in it.
I do like that the card they picked for it is Timeless Dragon.
Yes.
Which maybe somebody will play. Probably not. Oh, you get a Timeless Dragon.
Yeah, this is
a Modern Horizons card, or Moho 2, I think.
Yeah, this is a take on the
Eternal Dragon,
which was a very, very cool control win con way back in the day.
Yeah, it was a way to just get planes. It was card advantage in the way of like Undead Gladiator.
Yes, it could recur for 5 at your upkeep, and so if it died, it came back. Oh, hold on, we're gonna open some cons packs, and I don't remember cons basics.
That's because how many times did you use them?
I don't think were these even in packs.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I remember the mountain that they photoshopped dragons onto.
Well, no,
that was the mountain Yeti. Yeah, that was the Yeti.
I love the Yeti that they photoshopped dragons onto. That's my favorite joke in the entirety of like the set. Well, once I let the store.
It's like stalking Yeti or peak stalking Yeti or something Yeti. Yet if I just search for Yetis, it'll come up. Yeti, not a creature type with a lot of.
I think it's Summit Prowler.
Summit Prowler.
Yeah. Corn Chef. Mater Chef here was a key card in the aggressive decks. I love this.
Yeah, it was your you played Dad on 1, Skull Hunter on 2, Chef on 3, and you attacked with a crack, and then maybe on 4 you would consider playing your leveling up your Kraken.
You got like Heart Piercer again, talking about like the pump effects in the format.
Warriors.
Ice Scaldkin. 9 years have passed.
I don't know why you hated Scaldkin so much.
That was my thing. I just
the creature's garbage now and was not good back then.
9 years.
2 power flyers won the game.
As I said, 9 years have passed, so like things have changed. Like in evaluating what this looks like, and back in the day, I hated Scaldkin.
Scaldkin
I was the hater. I was the Scaldkin hater.
I mean, it's not good. It never was.
Yeah, but I took it to another level. Rakshas's Secret, another card that looks better with the text. Mildew rather than having
Mildew.
As mentioned, the art change on the Rakshasas, more demonic, less cat. This just.
But they don't have. They don't have backward hands anymore, though. They have normal hands. Not like hands with backward fingers.
And they have like 6 of them.
Trying to see if I can find an old card where you could see their backward hands.
Become Immense.
A reasonable card.
This card was always... So, Delve is the soul time mechanic in the set, and Delve is an ass-kicking. It's where we got... Like, the set has multiple cards that just got, like, hyper ban. Well, not. I guess they didn't actually. It took them a while to ban out like treasure cruise, dig through time level stuff, but you know,
Yeah, they and the fun thing is you can still
it was based
still
on a
watch.
specific episode of a TV show that Gaius watched, and it just became
Well, there's a ton of there's a ton of fantasy stuff that came because Gygax had an
yes,
idea from
it's
TV.
true.
A lot of Final Fantasy lore is based on that.
Okay, this isn't
This is not Secret
this is
Plans.
not
This
Secret
is the better
Plans.
version of Secret Plans.
This is the search basic and then win the combat, which is, you know, funny. I like Trail of Mystery and Secret Plans for costing too. You get to play them before they're up.
There's Kintry Invocation.
Yeah.
Here's Assault Zeppelin.
Yep. Hey, Assault Zeppelin. This card's very strong for being a powerful flyer. Like,
It's sad that it's in the same rarity or as actually was Mantis Rider in this set.
Yeah, it's a rare. Yeah. All right.
Sagu Mauler, here he is.
You-
I could have swore that Mantis Rider was an uncommon, but thinking back, there's no way that would be the
Yeah.
case.
So Sagu Mauler is the card we talked about a bunch because this is the card that kicks your ass.
Yeah, it's unbeatable. Mardu Hateblade is like the only answer in the sets to Sagu Mauler.
An important distinction on a morph is that morph is not a respondable like trigger. So flipping this up will like just hexproof, and you can't respond by killing it.
Yeah, it does not use the stack. It just happens. It's a special action. Yeah, it's the weirdest time. You can do things like
if you are being targeted by sudden shock, you can be like,
you can flip up a Void Mage
nice.
Prodigy.
You can flip up the Sagu Mauler to be like, no, thank you. But the Crackle Doom is in this set. Yes, Crackle Doom is.
Yeah, Crackling Doom can beat Sagu Mauler.
Oh,
there's a few more Death Touch creatures, but for the most part, the card's unbeatable.
We also have the fair versions of Triumph.
Triomes, yeah.
So
God, I hate Triomes
these
so
are
much.
This is actually finishing a cycle. This in like Savage Lands and Friends from Shards.
from Shards.
Bivouac
So they
is great.
Yeah, bivouac's a good word. Gives it culture because it's French. It's all Francais, or is it? I don't know. Maybe it's Canadian.
I am unsure. I just know.
But
I like you hide out in the.
Nobody likes Triomes, but Sagu Mauler, unbeatable.
Yeah. Wait, what did I end up getting for that if I didn't get packs? Which I guess it makes sense, packs for that. Yeah, but Deep Root Pilgrimage card I've heard people talking about in different constructed contexts.
Yeah, it's okay. It can be okay if like they keep killing your creatures. It's funny that actually with the Shaper's Sanctuary is actually not. Shaper's Sanctuary wasn't good because you drawing extra cards meant that.
There we go. Hold on.
Your opponent's Orcish archers would keep proccing, and they could like make their orc army as big as they wanted.
Strongly expected sack strongest permanent to be more relevant. The thing with that is that they ended up printing a couple different variants of that weren't 3-color cards.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. This is one of the
Skull Hunter.
This is one of the cards I
want.
want.
Battlefield tap.
Yeah.
Like you hated Skaldkin. I took it
Yes.
as a personal insult that this guy came in to play tap,
Yes.
even though he was everything that I loved.
I know.
So that's why I grundled against Mardu Skull Hunter.
Yeah.
Not because I didn't like the card, but because
of course. I understand.
They did it. It was an insult to Gnomebitten.
But it also was a powerful too. You attacked with your Kraken Hatchling Dad a lot.
Yeah. God, stupid Swift Kick. Card was so terrible.
Yeah.
Or Singing Bell Strike was great.
This card fights. That's not even a one-sided punch. It's a fight for 4. Singing Bell Strike's hilarious because like 50% of the time that you play this, you get to the 6 mana in this format and go, oh, like, yeah, Leaping Master, one of the like strong, aggressive, options for getting in.
Sleeping Master was always a bit expensive. Weave Fate has been obviated. Eat it, nerd. Now we have divination for 3.
Yeah, we fate, inspiration style effects. Fast bat?
Fast bat.
You know-
Now, fast bat is terrible.
Oh yeah, fast bat sucks, but
it's fun to say.
I had a love for fast bat because you got to say fast bat. That was basically it.
That's basically because the thing is, there's no way to suit up your guys in this set. Like you can put counters on it with like Armic
That's
Core.
right. That's right. Molting snake skin fast bat. Well, let's go.
Yeah, you're molting bat, and that's how you go. But like, there's no real equipment. It's like so just having it was a flying squire.
Yep. River wheel aerialists.
That was a beating. Witness the ages. You've never witnessed anybody play that card. Now ride down.
Now ride down is a trick that kills you. This.
Yeah.
Ride down was because you got to kill a blocker and then trample over for 5 or whatever. It was so good.
And Marty Breeze Bringer is this card is also insultingly bad.
Yeah, this is the.
It's just because it's a totem that sits in play that says you have 4 power, but green just got that 4 mana 4/2.
Yes.
And it was like,
Falconer is a card that would kill you in the Abzan deck because it hands off flying to your team. Notably, this is one of the things that made Feet very powerful.
Yeah, because it was a jump. It made a jump spell. Butcher?
I forgot about Butcher.
Butcher's a good one.
Yeah, this is a free sack outlet. This is one of the only things you would use active treason with that felt good. Also, this card is very good too.
Frequently, this guy would come down on 4, eat some irrelevant creature, and punch your opponent in the face.
Yep. Dead Drop is one of the
yeah, it's Atlanta War. Atlanta War be saying a meaning.
Yeah.
Or I'm staring at the lion's eye. Zalafir saying meaning in a moment of fuck you. Terrible flavored text.
Yeah.
Wait, look at Delve's symbol. It is a sickle and a shovel. I understand the shovel. I don't understand the sickle. How do you
tooth? Maybe big tooth for Sultai, the big tooth.
No. Look,
for Delve.
For Delve, it's a shovel and a sickle.
Oh yeah, like.
I guess you're reaping the grave. Maybe that's a stretch though. You're digging the ground with a scythe. That's what you're doing.
Reap. What's this thing? Oh, this is the
this guy. He's unkillable. Or like no, this guy
this is the, bring back
unearthed guy.
Yeah.
Deflecting Palm, relevant sideboard card.
When we talked about cards being worth, what they were worth in the set, it was like fetch lands, alter, deflecting palm, and then hardened scales. Because deflecting palm is a way to.
It's a sideboard card for burn, which is not a popular deck, but it's a deck that'll exist forever. So there is a market for deflecting.
It was always hilarious when your opponent would be like, "All right, time to Emrakul, get in," and you're like, "All right, Annihilator on the stack, set up deflecting palm to deflect the next time a source of my choice would deal damage."
And because you're playing burn, you have the life total advantage.
Yeah. Oh. This card always wished it was good.
Yeah, it was never. Compare this card to Murktide Regent.
Yeah, oh my god.
Icy Blast.
Yep. The X. There are 2 X spells for 1 X at rare. The other one being there's a couple other X spells in the deck.
There's Volcano Blowout.
Yeah, Volcano Blowout. They both end the game just as well.
Volcano Blowout.
Oh, right. There's a Wrath in this set. Sure.
Yep, and for some reason this has that rider on it in this set.
So this was a post rider to hit Bestow. Because this set is after Theros, right? So
yes, this.
So the idea is that you this like a bestow creature, when you kill the creature that it's bestowed onto, will just like sit down.
The downside being, I can't think of a bestow deck that ever was played in standard. Everybody was playing devotion instead.
There was.
There might have been a deck playing Alseed of Life's Bounty, but for the most part, the bestow spells were all too expensive.
Yeah, the problem is that almost every card that bestow, sorry, Boon Satyr is the only card I can think of. Yeah,
Boon Satyr, but that was like in Green Devotion though, and that was subsidized by like what's his name?
Well,
the 4-mana 5/5 that had like XX monstrous. That guy.
Polukranos.
Polukranos has been a mainstay of standard every time he's been had a card.
But yeah, so obviously you design that cons is in design before Theros even hits, so it's like, okay, this is one of those like cards designed as a release valve if bestow's too good. But like most of the bestow cards are things that you would be, hey, I can think of a bestow card.
I can think of. I think I know exactly which one. Although it's not a card you frequently bestowed. Usually it was a card you exiled from your graveyard.
But yeah, good old Chromanticore.
The Ryan Overturf special Soul Flayer with Chromanticore.
Chromanticore being the 5-color.
It was a 5-color 4/4 with flying, first strike, vigilance, trample, lifelink.
As mentioned, no, we don't have a Defiant Strike. Defiant Strike has a lot of power with prowess. It also has power with heroic, so.
Yes, and heroic, a good deck in Pioneer.
Yeah, so.
Or it was. I don't know if it is anymore.
Yeah. I would, look, if I see favored Hoplite,
yeah.
Is that the one drop? That's the one that
that's the one
if it comes down, you're like, well, I'm about to die. Anyway, that's gonna be it for tonight. But this ruled. I'm so happy to get to jump back into the time machine to play some cons.
Yeah, it's fun to spin up an old format that's beloved and then just not drop a game. Although, really, one of that was we had an opponent decide to let us win when they could have drawn Bear's Companion and killed us.
It's true.
I guess they saw the top of their deck. So
they knew.
They knew.
But anyway, thank you all for joining. If you want to catch more, you can always follow Samuel Live, subscribe, Cool Skulls and Slimes. Upcoming stuff tomorrow, or Slay the Spire. I don't have plans on the weekend because I've got some stuff going on Sunday. Well, actually, maybe I don't remember. I'll have to check. Things for the next couple of weeks on weekends are a little off for obvious reasons.
There's a Krangus.
So, but yeah, thank you all for joining. Thank you, Gnome, for jumping on in.
I'm Gnomebitten.
All right.
These were some of the oldest drafts I joined on. I'm pretty sure cons.
They were these and Theros.
This and Theros.
All right.